Alright, today I'm going to be doing a presentation on the American Revolution shaping the nation's destiny. So, to introduce this time frame of America, we're looking at the 1700s. It starts from 1775 to 1783. The reason that the American Revolution happened originally is because the colonies wanted separation from England. They wanted to make their own choices. They wanted to be their own land, their own country, their own territory. The American Revolution was shaped the modern world ideas of liberty, democracy, and human rights. I have a photo over here of the 13 colonies, as you can see, just for those visual learners out there to show where exactly we're talking about in America at this time. The causes of the American Revolution, there's going to be a lot of things leading up to this moment. First off, taxation without representation. Britain would tax the colonists super hard in order for them to still submit to British rule. However, when it came to government, there was not allowed to be any colonists actually representing the colonies in the territory. And so with that, it was super frustrating to be taxed by someone who owns you, but you don't even get a say. And so that's kind of what the colonists were going through. There was restrictive British policies like the Intolerable Acts. Ultimately, the colonies just had a desire for self-governance and independence. Really, here we see the spark of it all is the Boston Tea Party, and as you may know, the colonists threw a ton of tea overboard. They were just tired of getting taxed, and so this really sparked just the frustration on both sides and just the anger leading up to what we call the American Revolution. The key events here of this war are going to be Lexington and Concord in 1775, the Declaration of Independence that was written in 1776. Many call this a masterpiece written by Thomas Jefferson to enlighten the people about freedom and rights. We have the Battle of Saratoga that happened in 1777. This was the official turning point where colonists proved the surrounding countries wrong, and they showed that they were worth fighting for, that they were worth taking a chance on. And so France actually officially joined as an ally for the colonists, which really just helped give the colonists that manpower and resources, which ultimately helped them win this war. Ultimately, Yorktown in 1787 was the final major battle. We know that the British surrendered here. The key figures that are going to be a part of this war: everybody knows George Washington. He's the commander, the chief of the Continental Army. We have Thomas Jefferson. He's the author of the Declaration of Independence. Benjamin Franklin. He actually negotiated the French alliance. And then we have Charles Cornwallis. Now, he is a bad guy, but he's worth mentioning. He was the British general that led Britain into victory in New York and Philly before things started going more geographically south in America. The legacy that the Revolutionary War left behind, obviously we know that it's the establishment of the United States, this new idea of liberty, democracy, and human rights. We have inspiration for movements against the colonialism and oppression, and then we have other countries just being inspired, provoking more revolutions. For example, we see the French Revolution happen not too long after the American Revolution. Modern applications would be that the principles and values outlined in America's founding documents, we see here it's the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights, continue to shape contemporary society in various ways. We know that the Constitution provides the framework for the U.S. government. We have the Declaration of Independence, just really putting that idea of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness into our government. And then we have the Bill of Rights, safeguard of individual liberties, for example, freedom of speech, religion, and press. The role that religion played on the American Revolution, we see here, just to list a couple. The Puritanism movement, the Puritan beliefs shaped early American society, influencing concepts of morality, work ethic, and governance. We have the Great Awakenings. Religious revivals in the 18th and 19th centuries spurred social reform movements such as abolitionism and women's suffrage. Then we have religious diversity. The U.S. has become increasingly diverse religiously, leading to debates over issues such as religious freedom, secularism, and the separation of church and state. In conclusion, the innovative tactics and profound political ramifications really are a result of this war. There was a lot of things during this time that were invented and improved upon, and so we see a lot of just different political ideas and just different tactics that really were birthed during this war. We see that there is American independence influencing American identity. America is known for being so independent and just free, and this was really another thing that just was a result from this war. And then lastly, the spread of democratic ideals. We even see today this is very much valued throughout all over the world. Everybody wants to come to America. Everybody, admires the freedom and the democracy that we have. And so even to this day, that is something that was birthed from the American Revolution, but is still really just making an influence to this day. So thank you so much.